What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Whisper here, back at you with another reaction video. Today we're going to be reacting to another Alex Myers videos. Like I said in my last video, we're going to be reacting to the Harry Potter saga. He does basically all the way up until the Goblet of Fire. He's probably going to come out with the last, I think it was 3 movies. Yeah, there's 3 more movies after Goblet of Fire. He's going to come out with those videos afterwards. Wait, Goblet of Fire, freaking, what's it called, Order of the Phoenix, Harry Potter, that's called, Harry Potter, Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and then, he has at least 4 more videos left to do. Literally, I did the math. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. But without further ado, I want to keep this intro short. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel. It means the world to me. I'm going to be upgrading my channel this week, so keep your eyes open for that. I'm going to also be redoing my background soon. I got a bunch of stuff for Christmas that I can't wait to show off for you guys. But without further ado, let's hop straight into it, and let's see what Alex has to say.
But this week, let me take you all the way back to 2001, back to when I was 13 years old. You see, 13-year-old Alex over here was really only interested in like 3 things.
4 years
Final
old.
Fantasy IX, Sailor Jupiter, and Harry Potter. Now, I don't think I've actually seen the first movie since it first came out like 19 years ago. Just let me die. But hey, why not now? So, let's take a walk. But before that, really quick, this video is brought to you by Filmora 10. Filmora
I honestly
10
haven't seen the movies myself in a couple of years. I've been addicted to the book series because I like the book so much better than Harry Potter, but that's just me personally. I think the books are better than the movies. I always will. I'm sure there's plenty of you out there that will agree. But that's just me personally. I like that there's stuff in, what's it called? The Philosopher's Stone that you just don't get. I do call it the Philosopher's Stone because that's the right way to call it. But the Sorcerer's Stone's okay, but I like the Philosopher's Stone just because it literally is a Philosopher's Stone in the books. It's not a Sorcerer's Stone. I'm not even sure what a Sorcerer's Stone is, so I just like the whole, like, proper term and usage for it. They just changed the name of it once it got to America for some reason because they thought we were just, I don't know, too illiterate for the actual proper term of the stone in the book, but I just like calling it a Philosopher's Stone. But without further ado, let's get back into it.
Click the link down below in the description and download Filmora 10 today. We start off with a little fetus Daniel Radcliffe, who plays the titular Harry Potter.
This is my favorite out of all the Harry Potter movies. The Chamber of Secrets is my second favorite. I like this one because of Diagon Alley, but I like Chamber of Secrets because it's the most like sticker accurate to the book. Like everything that happens in the Chamber of Secrets movie is almost exactly how it happens in the book. There's a few things left out of it, obviously, to save time, but Chamber of Secrets is probably the best adaptation from book to movie that
but real talk,
is
this
in the
is
Harry
just what it's
Potter
like being
series.
the middle child of the family. Now over here, we have this perfect example of why I got a vasectomy, Harry's cousin Dudley, along with Harry's aunt and uncle, who always seem to be making faces like this all the time. So today is Dudley's birthday.
I like
to celebrate,
the actors who played his aunt and uncle. I feel like they're like perfect. Like the Dursleys, I can't think of Uncle Dursley as anyone but him and Aunt Petunia, despite the fact that they don't look anything like how they're described in the books. Except for Uncle Dursley a little bit, except he's supposed to have black hair and a black mustache, but I do like who they got to play the Dursleys in the movies. Like, I can't imagine them any differently now.
You know, something I just kind of noticed here is like to use any spell, characters have to use a wand and say like the incantation and all that stuff. But Harry's just able to make things disappear with his mind. But like he never does this ever again. After this whole to-do is over, Harry keeps getting letter after letter from some place called Hogwarts. But for whatever reason, his
2 things. One, he doesn't do it. They explain in the books that literally when you're, you know, still like developing and growing up as a kid, you can have random bursts of magic just kind of happen out of nowhere. Like, what's his name? Neville freaking flew out of his window and bounced like on the ground like he was a bouncy like rubber ball and everything. And I think Ron did some crazy stuff too. I don't know. But either way, stuff just happens before you're like, while your magic's just developing in the Harry Potter book, so that explains that. Also, literally, I love how they just low-key, like, were just messing with like, Dumbledore was low-key, like, sly. Like, he could have just sent Hagrid in the first place. He knew who the Dursleys were. He had that girl, what's her name, that neighbor of his, watching Harry Potter his whole life and everything. He knew how the Dursleys were going to handle the whole thing, and he was just sending those letters just to mess with the Dursleys. He should have just sent Hagrid in the first place, but he wanted to mess with them a little bit. That's the only reason why that whole letter scene even happened. But anyway, let's get back to the video.
His uncle is dead set on him not getting and opening these letters.
Like I said, could have just sent Hagrid. Instead, he does this.
You know, I remember being being a kid and how like getting any mail at all was really exciting and all that. But now as an adult, you know, it's just like, hey, nice house you got there. You want to buy another one? Uh-oh, car warranty's up. You been to Bed Bath & Beyond recently? We miss you. Also, someone you totally forgot about sent you an invitation to their wedding for some reason, so here you go. Enjoy that for a while. Anyway, the uncle takes the family far away to some random lighthouse-looking place, so hopefully Harry's gonna stop getting all these letters. But wouldn't you know, right at midnight on the morning of Harry's 11th birthday, something magical happens.
See, they could have just done this in the first place and saved the ball some time. But this is like low-key my favorite scene in the movie. Like this, Diagon Alley, and literally when he's on the train, my favorite scenes in the whole first movie.
The same thing always used to happen to me every time I used the bathroom on an airplane. But whatever, anyway, back to the movie.
Who are you?
Rubius Hagrid.
Hagrid.
You know about Hogwarts.
Sorry, no.
You're a wizard,
Harry.
So this sets in motion a whole series of events where Harry learns that he's a wizard, which is how he made the snake pit glass and Rupert Grint himself just completely disappear. And he's going to be heading off to a place called Hogwarts, a school for millennials whose entire personality is based on a book series they read when they were school for millennials whose entire personality is based on a book.
No.
You're a wizard, Harry.
So this sets in motion a whole series of events where Harry learns that he's a wizard, which is how he made the snake pit glass and Rupert Grint himself just completely disappear. And he's going to be heading off to a place called Hogwarts, a school for millennials whose entire personality is based on a book series they read when they were 10. Using the power of magic, Harry and Hagrid then go to a place called Diagon Alley and buy some school supplies like quills and ink and a chopper keeper that has Sonic the Hedgehog on the front, holding the weirdest controller I've ever seen. I mean, 3 vertical buttons. How do you even use this thing? Anyway, after getting everything he needs more or less, he heads up to the wand store to get his very own magic wand.
I love the music too.
It's, yeah, you know, this is pretty much how it felt like for me when I found out they make Lucky Charms, but like it's just a box full of the marshmallows and none of that other garbage. That was a good day. And then it's off to the train station where he runs through the wall to get to the secret platform and onto the Hogwarts Express, which will take him to Hogwarts, oddly enough. Now, while on the train, Harry's just sitting there looking out the window, wondering about stuff like, you know, if wizards have all these magical abilities, why do they all collectively decide to stick to 1880s fashion for some reason? But that's when we meet a little certain someone.
Excuse me. Do you mind? Everywhere else is full. Not at all. I'm Ron, by the way. Ron Weasley. I'm Harry Potter.
So this little soulless husk of a man is Ron Weasley, who is somehow always eating like every time we see him. But after this, we also meet another certain someone who will maybe sort of kind of become important later on. Who knows?
Has anyone seen a toad? A boy named Neville's lost one. Oh, are you doing magic? Let's see then.
Sunshine,
when I was a kid, Hermione was my favorite character, but rereading the books, like, I do still like her, but she gets way, like, so, like, kind of annoying when she, like, gets to, like, the 6th book. Especially, like,
you know, I forgot just how obnoxious Hermione is in the beginning of these movies.
Order of the Phoenix, not Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, when she keeps getting mad at Harry for using that book. God, she's so annoying in that book.
And then they always respond like, actually, a man wouldn't fit in the garbage can, it's too small, idiot. But all the same, this is Hermione Granger, your local know-it-all who feeds her insecurities by tearing down everything and everyone around her, so, you know, if the whole magic thing doesn't work out, she could always be a great YouTuber. Anyway, after this, our main characters finally arrive at the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
I do love that shot. Yeah, it's good music too.
Now, the first order of business is for all the new kids to be sorted into their proper wizarding houses. The houses, of course, being Gryffindor for kids who are brave and just, Ravenclaw for the emo goths, Slytherin for future politicians, and Hufflepuff for kids who never shut up about being in Hufflepuff. Now, before this, the school headmaster, some old
I like
named
Hufflepuff.
Dumbledore,
I'm definitely team Hufflepuff.
More like Dumbledore, you know what I'm saying? Has a few words to say.
I'm so sick of Gryffindor and Slytherin. Ravenclaw's okay, but it's just not my cup of tea.
Is strictly forbidden to all students. Also, our caretaker,
but I will not put up a fence or any type of magical protection around it.
That the 3rd floor corridor on the right-hand side is out of bounds to everyone who does not wish to die a most painful death.
Welcome to your new school, kids. If you go upstairs, you'll die. If you go in the forest, you'll die. If you use the wrong bathroom, you'll probably die. Okay, here's some licorice. Have fun. So then it's finally time to sort these kids into their permanent houses based on who they are at the age of 11. Because that makes perfect sense. Yeah, okay, Joanne, sure, whatever you say.
Ha! Another Weasley. I know just what to do with you. Gryffindor!
You know, I've always wondered what like a muggle version of the Sorting Hat would be like. Now you think you're much more attractive than you actually are and have no redeeming personality traits whatsoever. Looks like you're going to be a TikToker. Anyway, so long story short, Harry gets put into the Gryffindor house, even though the hat thinks he might do well in Slytherin. But Harry doesn't want to join that house because it's full of kids like Draco Malfoy, who will go on to become the subject of a lot of just bizarre fan fiction.
Harry Potter.
I don't know why. Why do people like Malfoy so much?
And I'm Malfoy. Draco Malfoy.
I didn't hate him as much as everyone else did, but I didn't like him either. I just literally didn't care about his existence.
No need to ask you yours. Red hair and a hand-me-down robe.
I hated Snape the most.
You must be a Weasley.
But anyway, now that Harry's finally at Hogwarts,
I
the
have
next
my
big chunk of
whole
the movie is just
criticism
about
of
him
Snape.
getting
I'm going to be
accustomed
doing
to
Harry
his new
Potter
life,
videos on my
finding out that
channel.
he's a
Keep your
wizard
eyes
and,
open,
what that
guys. I'm
actually
going to be
means,
reviewing
especially with
each
him
of the
being all
books.
famous and everything, because he somehow put a stop to the Dark Wizard Voldemort when Harry was just like a little bean. But of course, as you might expect, Harry being famous, especially as a kid, it has more downsides than anything else.
What would I get if I added powdered root of asphodel to an infusion of wormwood?
Don't be embarrassed or ashamed about it. Be like, I didn't learn this stuff until yesterday. I didn't know magic was real until
Alan
yesterday.
Rickman really was just like the best possible Snape they could have ever gotten. I mean, like, this is
No,
just
Alan
perfect
Rickman does
casting
play
right
a
here.
great.
Later
No,
on in
he's
the movie,
perfect
Harry has
Snape.
his first
Literally,
flying lesson,
love
where
the
he learns how
actor,
to
hate
handle
the
and fly
character.
on like a magic broom thing.
Now, I want you to mount it hard and grip it tight.
Let me know in the
You won't
comments,
be
guys.
sliding off
Flying
the end.
brooms or
Now,
flying
it turns
carpet?
out Harry has some real aptitude for flying,
I prefer
and this gets him
brooms.
put onto the local Gryffindor.
But tell me, why has no
team
one like
as something called
strapped
a
some like,
seeker.
you know, like pads on the broom for like your feet, so that you could ride it like a snowboard and fly like that way? Like, I feel like that'd be a dope way to play Quidditch. Like, actually keep it underneath your feet, or even strap it to your back, like straight up on your back, and then fly it like you're Superman. I don't know.
Now, real quick, let me just explain Quidditch.
like that'd be a good way to fly,
So
too.
each team has 7 players. 3 of these players are trying
Basically a
to throw
makeshift
ball
jetpack.
called a quaffle through these like ring things for 10 points every time it goes through. 2 other players are trying to defend their team from these autonomous medicine balls that just exist to like give you a concussion, I guess. And then there's one kid who's defending the aforementioned goals, and another kid, the Seeker, whose job it is to try and catch the gold snitch, a small, fast-flying golden ball thing. Now, see, when the Seeker catches the snatch, the team gets 150 points, and the game is over.
It's
so
snitch,
basically,
not
6
snatch.
players on the team do busy work, and 1 player makes or breaks the entire game for the whole team. This is the dumbest sport of all time. Like, imagine if you have a football game where a touchdown is 7 points, a field goal is 3 points, and then there's one guy in the middle of the field just playing Pokemon Snap on the N64, and if he gets a perfect picture of Pikachu in the first stage, the whole team wins the game. What? Anyway, so the next chunk of the movie is just more schooling with a few little important events scattered throughout, like when Harry, Ron, and Hermione, who are now friends for some reason, are
it
going
is
back
kind
to the
of that bad.
Gryffindor house thing. The stairs randomly change and take them to a place where there's a 3-headed dog guarding some kind of like trap door or something. And then there's like a random troll in one of the bathrooms one day.
This guy's supposed to protect
And
me
during
from
Harry's
evil.
first big Quidditch game, Snape is allegedly trying to make Harry fall off his broom.
It's Snape. He's jinxing the broom.
It really is just one thing after another here. Flashing forward a little bit, it's finally time for Christmas. And for the first time, Harry has his very own Christmas presents, which he's never gotten up to now
Christmas.
because of the whole terrible family thing we just saw earlier.
For the
So,
record,
you better
let
believe
me
he's
guys
pretty
know,
excited.
does Harry Potter technically
father left
count
us
as a
in one
Christmas
possession before
movie?
he
Because
died.
every Harry Potter movie,
This
there's a
time it was
Christmas
returned
part
to
in
you.
it, and not to
Some
mention,
kind of
the last movie
cloak.
takes place on Christmas Eve,
Well, let's
so
see
let
then,
me know
put
what
it
you
on.
guys think in the comments.
Whoa!
Hey, if Die Hard gets away
My
with it.
body's gone. I know what that is. That's an invisibility cloak.
Yeah, no freaking duh, Ron.
Yeah,
Now, using this
obviously.
invisibility cloak, Harry's able to sneak around Hogwarts at night undetected because the cloak
I'd
is
use that
also
cloak
very
way better than
conveniently
Harry does,
unable
though.
to be noticed
I'd
by
use it-
any
like,
and
him-
all of the
I'd
most
always
powerful
just carry
magic
it
users
around.
in the country.
And I'd have
I mean,
that
hey,
cool
who better
bag
to give
that
this to
Hermione
than an
has in the
11-year-old
last 2
boy?
movies. I'd have made that literally my 2nd year there. Third year tops.
You don't want me as your enemy, Quirrell.
What do you mean?
You know perfectly well what I mean.
Yeah, he can still hear you, dummy.
Anyway, on one of his little adventures, he comes across a mostly empty room with just a giant mirror in the middle. When he looks into it, he sees his dead parents. And then after this, Dumbledore shows up to give us all some wonderful exposition.
The Batman
By
thing
now, you realize what it does.
It shows us what we want. Whatever we want.
It shows us nothing more or less than the deepest and most desperate desires of our heart.
My deepest desires, huh? All right, let me try this again. Am I okay? But all the same, the movie goes on, and Harry, Ron, and Hermione sneak out to talk to Hagrid about the three-headed dog they saw earlier, and about the mirror, and just all these mysteries that Hogwarts has that no one else seems to care about whatsoever. Like, really? Not one other kid cares?
Right, come on now. I'm a bit preoccupied today.
Wait a minute.
Waste of bloody time if you ask me. Ain't no one gonna get past Fluffy. Ain't a soul knows how, except for me and Dumbledore. I shouldn't have told you that.
But on the way back from Hagrid's place, turns out Malfoy saw them leave after hours and told Professor McGonagall, this woman right here.
Nothing, I repeat, nothing gives a student the right to walk about the school at night. Therefore, as punishment for your actions, all 4 of you will receive detention.
Now, what do you suppose is an appropriate punishment for staying up past your bedtime, huh? Well,
she makes
a
lot of questionable decisions in the books.
Let me see here. Being sent into
She's still
the
one of my
dark,
favorite
evil
characters,
forest
though.
they were told to never go to because there are, let's see, human-eating giant spiders, centaurs, and weird dudes who eat unicorns. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Now, throughout their little midnight sneakathons, they end up learning about a guy named Nicholas Flamel, who made this thing called the Philosopher's Stone, which can keep anyone alive forever. Just for the sake of time here, our main characters decide that Professor Snape must be trying to steal the stone from Dumbledore and bring Voldemort back to life because, you know, he's creepy and probably used to be one of those, like, where's my hug kind of guys.
Now, what would 3 young Gryffindors such as yourselves be doing inside on a day like this?
Out of my own business.
People would think you're
Enjoying the day until you showed up.
up to something.
So long story short, they decide to head on down to find whatever the dog was guarding because it must be the Philosopher's Stone, or else this would be a really weird movie, now wouldn't it? After doing this, they go through all these like traps and things to test their skills that they just learned earlier in the movie, which, you know, it's really convenient that all the curses and spells put in place to protect this legendary powerful artifact thing are all just the exact things every first year at Hogwarts learns how to handle, you know, like flying on a broom or playing chess.
Ron,
My friend Chris can
you
speak
don't
in
suppose
chess.
this is going to be like real wizard's chess, do you?
Why wouldn't it be?
You there, D5.
Okay, so inside this room is a mystical,
really good
all-powerful
CGI for the
magical
time.
fanny pack. But to get inside, first you gotta
They
put
used
the square
actual
block in the
props
correct
and
hole.
CGI for
Then,
this set, so
you just
that's why I
gotta
love
play
it
with
so
like a
much.
speak and
That's how you
spell
do
for
it back
45
in the
minutes.
day.
Anyway,
That's
so
also
in
what
the
they
end,
did
they
in
make
the
it through all
original
the traps,
Spider-Man
and
2
finally
movie.
we learn who's really trying to steal the stone.
That's why Doc Ock's arms look so good.
You.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not see him coming
It can't
when I
be.
first saw this movie.
Snape, he was the...
He was kind of a
Does seem
letdown.
the type,
I would have
doesn't
preferred
it?
it be Snape.
Well, next to him, who would suspect? Poor, stuttering Professor Quirrell.
That's right, it's the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, who barely ever shows up in the whole movie. So they fight,
Yeah.
and Harry ends up defeating Voldemort by touching his
He's
face.
more prominent in the books, but not by much.
Now, why would touching his face do
Burn.
this, you might ask? Well, after this is all over, Dumbledore gives us more of that sweet, sweet exposition, you know what I'm saying? Just beautiful.
Do you know why Professor Quirrell couldn't bear to have you
I
touch
forgot
him?
this actor's name, but he was my favorite
because of
Dumbledore.
him.
Dumbledore from the first 2 movies.
She
He,
sacrificed
in my opinion, was
herself
way
for
better
you.
than the other Dumbledore that we got for the
Kind of
final
act
3.
leaves a
Well,
mark.
sorry, the final 5, but either way, you know what I mean. He's my favorite Dumbledore.
On your very skin.
What is it?
Yeah, so turns
It's
out
the thing I like the least
Harry
about
beat
the whole
the evil
saga is
wizard
the
man
power of
with
love
the
prevails.
power
like,
of love.
It's literally my
I mean,
least
hey,
favorite
good for
thing
you,
about
Harry.
the
Your
whole
mom gave
book
you
series,
magic love
that
powers.
love
I mean, the only thing my
conquers
mom
all,
ever
like,
gave me was a face that took me 30 years to grow into. But all the same, that's
just
pretty much where the movie ends.
couldn't
You know, like I
be
said at the beginning of the
anything
video, when I
else.
was 13, I really liked Harry Potter a lot. I read all the books from like kind of when they started coming out, and I followed the series, and I was really into it. And when the movies were coming out, I remember being like really excited. And like, I mean, to be fair, the movies are well made. Like the production quality
They
is
are well
really, really
made.
high, and they put a lot of detail into what's there. But like, what's not there is kind of like almost all the important stuff in a way.
Like, we don't get any
just watching it back,
Voldemort
it's
and
kind of just
Dumbledore in
amazing
his
how it's like,
office.
you know, I
We
mean,
don't get
obviously,
Harry,
I read
going
the
over
book,
the
and a lot of
lessons in
people
the
read the books
pensive
before
with
the movies
him. We
came out,
don't
and so you see
get
the
any of
movie,
that.
and
We
it's
don't
kind
get
of
him
a-
dueling a
an
sphinx
abridged
and
version
solving
of
a
the book,
riddle and
which is what
everything.
movies
Like,
typically do. It's
seriously,
fucking
we
weird,
need
but,
this
like,
stuff.
you know, if you hadn't read the books, these movies wouldn't really make much sense to you. You know,
Yes,
like-
seriously.
like a
You,
lot
you
of
need to
character
know the books.
motivations and,
Like, they make sense,
the
but
reasons why
it just
characters
adds a
come to certain
whole, like,
conclusions or why they
fifth
think this
dimension
person
layer
is
to it
this
if
or
you,
that
like,
person, that, like,
know the
like-
books
like,
before
all
you
the
watch the
reasoning is
movies.
kind of
But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video with me. I actually really liked it, literally. I think I'm going to be reacting to the other 4 videos he has on his channel. Well, other 3, sorry. He's up to Goblet of Fire, and that's the 4th one. So I'll react to the other 3 literally either next week or the week after that. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching these videos with me. I mean it. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoy watching Alex Myers as much as I do. I'm going to be bringing you either more, what's it called, Viva La Dirtly, Brian George, or I might be able to get my One Punch Man overanalyzing done, but I'm not making any promises, guys, because like I said, Christmas really wiped me out this year. I'm sure all of you can relate, like I said. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Like and subscribe for more. Let me know down in the comments what other stuff you would like me to react to. I might be doing some more I might be reacting to Watch Mojo top 10s for the first time, or just other top 10 videos, or try not to laugh challenges. I feel like that'd be another fun thing we could react to together on this channel. But let me know what you guys want me to watch. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Have an awesome day, guys. Take it easy.